Stay savage, your boy Cino Ventura. What's poppin'? Today we are back with some more Boruto information, and today we finally got a little bit of our press answer. You know, they have been listening to us. You guys all wanted to see the Boruto tuning exams extended, and that's what we're going to be getting. So today in this video, this is going to be kind of a super spoiler video regarding the anime. I'm going to be giving you guys synopsis and titles for the next upcoming episodes of Boruto, which will be the May month, essentially. You know, the 4 episodes that are supposed to come through this month, and essentially we're gonna see all these different things that we wanted to happen start to pan out. Like the fights are extended, things are going to like take place in a different like format a little bit. You know, we're gonna get a little bit more backstory on each person when they're fighting in the tuning exams, kind of like we saw with the old original Naruto. You know, you guys saw Sakura Ino fight, you guys got to know about their friendship a little bit more. You got to see Neji and Hinata have like that backstory and shit like that. You guys got to see like different like features that you didn't think you were gonna get to see because of the movie was so short and so brief. But I honestly had a feeling that they was going to extend this in the anime, because obviously that'll be watch time, that'll be more viewership. You know, people will want to watch that shit because it's like, yo, we got all these characters we don't know too much about, and then in the movie they had these brief fights. Like if you guys remember when Shinki and Metal Lee was going at it, a lot of people got this reminiscent vibe, but it was so short that you couldn't even get engulfed in it. Just to be able to see like stuff like that get stretched out and have a little bit more longevity and a little bit more in-depthness, that's something I'm super excited about seeing coming up in the next episodes of Boruto. So with that being said, we're gonna finally start to get into this list and talk about the episodes and the synopsises for each one. So like, let me know your personal thoughts and personal opinions. Like always, let's get it. And so after fighting allergies all day, I can finally be able to, you know, start to put together this video. But we have episode 57, Why I Shouldn't Lose. Essentially, you know, the tuning exams have started. Boruto's team has made it to the advancements of the second test. Now Boruto is under the threat of protecting the flag alone, because this is kind of that capture the flag episode, the moment that we saw in the movie. And Boruto has to fight against the 3 Mist Ninja essentially, and he knows like he's gonna be backed into a corner at some point because he thinks he can handle it, but like he really can't handle it. So it's like, you know, Boruto is finally put under that dilemma. Should I use the scientific ninja tool or not in order to prove myself? Because you guys know, if you guys look at the movie, Boruto wasn't in a pretty good situation. My boy was actually pinned up against a wall. So the fact that he went ahead and used the scientific ninja tool was due to him being cornered, but not to mention that was the first time he really broke the rules, because once he used the scientific ninja tool, you know, that's against the rules. That was something that was taboo, something that even Naruto said he didn't want to happen. Like, so that's like one of the major like key elements to Boruto's development in terms of how him and his dad are gonna start to shape their bond, due to the fact that, you know, he used the scientific ninja tool early on. So this is episode 57. This is one we're gonna get tomorrow, which, you know, I keep getting confused that the anime has switched from Wednesday to Thursday. Hopefully the manga, you know, starts to pop up weekly on the Wednesday. That'll make this even better and more enjoyable for us, you know what I'm saying? All right, so episode 58, the tournament start. Boruto managed to clear the second test. He's visited by his father. You know, Naruto is essentially telling him he's proud. He's giving a little pep talk to cheer him up. The third test takes place, and Boruto has to fight against Yuri, basically the new fucking cloud ninja that kind of has these markings that resemble Killer Bee essentially, and he has like the little fucking necklace on him and shit. So a lot of people have a lot of speculation behind this kid, and the fact that we're gonna see this fight a little bit more spread out versus how Boruto essentially like bopped him. You know, Boruto threw out the fucking scientific ninja tool after realizing he couldn't get to his opponent and he couldn't really do too much against him, and you know, he just bopped his ass like real swift, like in the motherfucking movie. So maybe there'll be a little bit more in-depthness, saying is they giving like a whole 20 minutes to this fight. You know, clearly we're gonna get that little brief moment between Boruto and Naruto having that little talking, you know, that father-son moment. You know, that's that boost that's gonna pep Boruto up to want to do better. But essentially we're gonna start seeing the boy, you know, fight against the boy Yuri of the Cloud, and this is gonna be one of those turning moments for Boruto, because, you know, Boruto is honestly put into a lot of shitty situations throughout this whole exam. Like, Boruto realizes he's not capable of handling a lot of these people without like his friends, and that's something we seen Boruto rely on a lot throughout this anime. You know, from the beginning, everything Boruto has done has been with Shikadai, you know, Mitsuki, Sarada. You know, he's always been teamed up. We have never actually seen Boruto handle a situation completely on his own, except for the Kagura incident. And you know, clearly when he went up against the New Age, was like talking no jutsu, and he had the support of Mitsuki. So it was like one of those things where it's like, Boruto, we're gonna start to see you get pushed into this corner, and it's gonna kind of make you look bad because you're supposed to be the Hokage's son, and you know, you talking all this gas, and now you're pushed into these corners where you're constantly using the scientific ninja tool over and over again because you can't find an exit or escape route through your own abilities and shit like that. You know what's super fucked up about this next one is Boruto versus Shikadai episode 59, and it's like, damn, you know, because we watched Boruto and Shikadai become really good friends, and we watched the pairing of these two really develop. We see how both of them go through similar things from their parents, because you know, Boruto is kind of being tutored and forced into being like a ninja through Hinata as well as his dad, and living up to his dad expectations, while we have Tamari who's kind of forcing Shikadai, you know, to go ahead and become a ninja. And on top of that, you have Shikamaru who kind of bribes his son and is like, yo, if you solve this puzzle in shogi, you know, I'll give you some money. So it's basically helping him learn and understand strategic play, because you know, this man is already going to be a technician basically off of his fucking parents alone. Like, you know, Shikamaru basically cornered his mom so bad in the tuning exams, but at the same token, he gave up due to the fact that he said he didn't have chakra, and he knew like if he would throw a kunai, you know, there was no real intent to kill in this exam. Now clearly Gaara wasn't feeling that shit back then, because Gaara was on some other fucking shit. Like, dude was really a school shooter. Like, it was really bad. But like, you know, like this man, for Boruto and shit like that, you know, Boruto has a friendship with Shikadai, and like, you know, these two have never actually been put together. So like the synopsis even says, you know, they're both winners of their respective fight, you know, during the tournaments, and they're gonna be they basically competed against each other in like the past, but this is the first time they've actually ever had a serious fight. So it's gonna be weird to see Boruto go from like this super friendly kid with Shikadai to being all out wanting to fight against Shikadai, you know, in order to prove himself against his dad. And then like, you know, when he does use the scientific ninja tool to summon all the fucking shadow clones, shit gets critical, because this is like that real turning point that fucks up the whole tuning exams for us. Now, like, as an OG Naruto watcher and shit like that, and watching Boruto, you know, you honestly thought we were going to get to see Momoshiki appear rather quickly, but no, not in this anime, buddy. Episode 60 is Hidden Leaf versus Hidden Sand, so it's obviously hinting at the old relationship that the Hidden Leaf and the Sand had, you know what I'm saying, but it's showing how, like, it's on new terms in terms of, like, them getting along and them being in peace, but them just trying to show, like, their ninjas are more superior, and, you know, just friendly competition, because without sportsmanship and competition, you know, would this really be an event? Like, you know, we're gonna see them go through the lengths of trying to beat the shit out of each other, but at the end they're gonna end up being friends, because the two villages get along rather well. So if you guys look at the past and stuff like that, and you compare it to like now, you know, with the destruction of the Hidden Leaf, you know, them invading, this man Gaara being fucking batshit crazy, there's a lot of shit that, like, you know, changed within this time frame. But for this episode, we're gonna see Sarada battle against Arya. I'm not really sure how to say her name. Is A-R-A-Y-A. Is it Arya? Basically, she's a member of the Sand Village. Using all her weapons, Shuriken Jutsu, Sharingan Genjutsu, Sarada is on the offensive, but the opponents managed to escape Sarada's offensives and basically turn it into her favor and put Sarada in a corner. So this one's gonna be a lot on Sarada. If you guys don't know, I just recently made a video talking about I wanted to see some more stuff from Sarada. I want to see a little bit more of her development. Now clearly, you know, we are in the tuning exams. We're going to see everybody fight, you know, everybody go in their matchups respectively, but to see Sarada actually go into like a big fight, you know, and her going against the Hidden Sand Village, because like if you look at them in the beginning, it shows like they're already strong, and you got people like Shinki that's roaming around the Sand Village off the rip, like, you know what I'm saying, this ain't gonna be no easy cakewalk. So like Sarada's really gonna have to, you know, put her all into this, and then she can't rely on her teammates. And that's something that I said about Boruto. Boruto couldn't rely on his teammates. You know, they work really well together, but in a single person aspect, you know, they seem to fall short. Like if you look at the boy Boruto, without the scientific ninja tool, Boruto got dropped out of this competition a long time. Team 7 might have not been even be able to make it past the second test because of the capture the flag thing, you know, if Boruto didn't have the scientific ninja tool. And it kind of sucks because now Sarada and Mitsuki are going to be penalized for this. We do know that eventually like the exams get interrupted and shit like that, but still. Alright, so number 61 is really probably the one we're all going to be excited for. It is called Shinki, the magnet release user. So we know this man has magnet release. If you guys guys look into his Wicca, you guys will know that he has wind style as well as earth style. You know, he is the adopted son of Gaara. Somebody I made a video about, I actually went in detail talking about Shinki and hoping that he would be something really great. He is supposed to be the successor to the Kazekage's heirhood, the bloodline essentially. He's not of their blood, but he's adopted in essentially for Gaara to not have Shikadai accepted as the Kazekage, because you know Tamari, she essentially married Shikamaru. She went over to the elite village and switched over. But the way the hidden sand works is like, if you have your blood, if you have the blood of any of the Kazekages, you essentially are like a royalty. It's like it automatically goes to you. You know what I'm saying? It's like that movie Princess Diaries. If you guys remember the girl from fucking Shinobia, it was like, you know, her dad was royalty, so it made her royalty. It's essentially that type shit. You know, you're going to see this man Shinki essentially put himself on the line because he's trying to prove to everybody why he deserves to be the Kazekage, because he's adopted in. He's not actually family or bloodline, so you know he has to go to the hidden elite village to prove himself, because everybody's looking at him as like this prodigy kid. Everybody's looking at him as like the next heir, you know, because Shikadai was originally supposed to be the heir, but you know Gaara essentially didn't want that to happen to Shikadai and want his life to get taken from him, so he went and found another kid. Essentially that shit's kind of weird, because like it seems like he only adopted this kid just for the sole purpose of him to become the Kazekage. Now maybe Shinki had a trouble past, and you know Gaara was somebody that witnessed it and essentially talked him through it and talked about how his past was, and maybe they related on that level and shit like that. But in terms of summary, there is no summary for this episode. There is nothing about it. It's literally left blank. We just got a title, so that means this shit is about to get critical. We about to see Shinki pull out some shit, because if it's saying Shinki the Magna release user, that means he's using his jutsu to the maximum of his potential. He's trying to use it to the maximum of his ability. Now, you know, obviously these are spoilers. A lot of them didn't really say anything about Yurashiki, Momoshiki, or Kinshiki. So like we do know after like the fight with Shikadai and shit transpires, we see Boruto essentially get grabbed and jammed up by Naruto. Then kind of the events of the movie play out, but like you can see like they're starting to spin a different tale, or maybe you know the fights happen at the same time in different sections. I highly doubt that, but like you know they're starting to add some extra shit into there, you know, that way we can see like a more in-depth tuning exams. And that's what I really wanted. I'm not even gonna lie, I felt like they should have extended the tuning exams, that way everybody can get a respective like term to show that development and how they changed from going into the academy. Because if you guys remember Metal Lee, when he went into the academy, my nigga was very nervous. He didn't want to do anything in front of people, but he was really skilled, you know. And then we saw Inojin have his little problem when he couldn't do the beast scroll summoning and shit like that. We saw Iwabi, we saw Denki develop, you know, they couldn't do different things, you know. Iwabi couldn't do electricity work versus Denki sucked at ninjutsu, or he stuck at actually using physical ability for his ninja tools and shit like that, you know. But we've seen all this shit excel, we've seen all this shit go up, you know. So now we're gonna see people like that, you know, obviously get the chance to prove themselves a little bit better, a little bit more in depth. So you know, let me know your personal thoughts and personal opinions on these spoilers. Let me know what you feel about the new episodes coming out in Boruto anime. And with that being said, my name is Shino Bentro. Stay true and stay real, and until next time, see you guys later. Bye.